Well, thousands of football fans traveling to New Orleans for the Sugar Bowl between Georgia and Notre Dame this week. But when that game got postponed from Wednesday until today, many of them just went home. KC24's Brianna Bias is live in studio now after speaking with one man who traded in his game ticket for a plane ticket. Brianna.
Eric, the Sugar Bowl kicked off today at 3 p.m. Central Time, but the 70,000-seat Superdome had a lot of empty seats, one of which belonged to 19-year-old Asher Goldblatt from California.
Chilling photos show revelers ringing in the new year on Bourbon Street Tuesday night. This just hours before a driver barreled through the crowd, killing 14 other people.
We have dozens of people that got hit by this car.
Behind the camera, 19-year-old Asher Goldblatt from California.
I was shocked to find out the time frame and where it was in relation to where I was.
Goldblatt was on Bourbon Street until 1:30 Wednesday morning, less than 2 hours before the tragedy.
I'm happy I got out. I left when I did, instead of staying around and me being in the tragedy.
He flew into New Orleans for the Sugar Bowl, but when it got postponed, he traded his seat at the game for a seat on a plane.
It was just a big hassle for us. We had to get an extra night in the room and change our flight.
Those who did stay were under heavy security.
There's an enormous law enforcement presence down here in the French Quarter and downtown.
Typical at a football game are the crowds and the food trucks. Not so typical is the fleet of armored vehicles around the stadium.
The federal government's going to be collaborating with us to make sure that everybody's safe in the city.
Agencies all over the country are now reevaluating their safety procedures. After what he's been through, you can add Goldblatt to that list.
If that happens, I have to know what steps I need to take.
Officials now believe the driver in that incident acted alone, so they hope football fans will still feel safe enough to go to the Super Bowl in New Orleans next month. In studio, I'm Brianna Bias, KC24, local news that matters.